Welcome back, guys, to Trails in the Sky, second chapter, where last episode, after a long battle, Joshua managed to defeat Muller as he and the capoeiras flew off on the airship, as we ourselves returned to the present time in our airship flight to Bose, having some interesting chats along the way. However, our trip to Bose was cut short after encountering a mysterious fog. With the ship touching down in Rolent and now grounded due to the conditions, we headed to Ina at the Blazers Guild, as we now decide to do some investigating around Estelle's hometown. There's going to be some more key explorations soon. I mean, there's all these trails, and Rolent isn't a massive town, but there's a lot of people here that mean a lot to us, like, for example, the mayor. Ah, Estelle! Scherazard, hello! Hey, Mayor Klaus. Sorry you've been kind of missing for a while. It's good to see you well, Mayor. Well, seeing both of you does me well. If nothing else, you are both a source of pride for Rolent. So, what brings you home? Work as always, I suspect? Well, sorta. Estelle explained how her group was stopped in Rolent by the fog while in transit to Bose. Ah, I see. You're victims of this cursed fog as well, Seems I was right to delay my trip to Glancel. Huh? What were you going to do there? Wait, the capital. Were you invited to the non-aggression pact signing, Mayor? Whoa! The signing ceremony? Really? Yes, I was. All the leaders of the provinces were invited to attend. But the state of the regions we govern must come first. I can hardly leave Rolent when this is going on. No kidding. This is not all roses and sunshine for you either. Regardless, I intend to make sure nothing befalls Rolent during this. If any trouble should arise, I will doubtless need the guild's help to deal with it. I hope you'll be willing to help, my friends. Of course. Leave it to us, my good man. One cannot help but feel the gentle hand of Adius on her shoulders, that we should be here now. Yeah, my thanks. And if he comes up, just contact the guild house. Aina will know where to find us. If the time comes, I shall. The fog today reminded me that a few parts of the clock tower are getting a bit rusty, so I decided to come talk to the mayor immediately. No point in waiting, as they say. No point indeed. Hi, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. It's been a while. Why, Estelle, Scherazard. It certainly has. Are you working right now? Yeah, we're going to patrol the highways a little bit. I see. Do be careful. We've seen what's happened to the town. The fog outside is terrible. We've never experienced weather like this before. Why does my heart tremble with unease so? So busy. There's so many guests today. I need to serve tea, but the cleaning needs to get done too. Clean, carry the tea, clear that, clean again. Round and round it goes. Well, that's your job. Shock horror to report to you, but jobs are repetitive. It's a hard thing to tell to people, isn't it? It's just the realisticness of adult life. Repetition. Endless repetition. You think school's bad? Let's get out there. Right, so that's the hotel over here. I don't think we've got anyone to meet specifically at the hotel, to be fair. Why, Estelle and Scherazard. Welcome to the Hotel Rolent. Will the four of you be staying? No, we're not. We just came by to see how things are. I'm sure there was much danger on the highways in these circumstances. Please do not push yourself too hard. I'll try not to. Right, shall we go up the clock tower? What, Estelle? Oh yeah, one of these kids like me, don't they? Estelle, hi! Volume, guys! I can hear you just fine without the yelling. So, looks like you both really missed me. Luke? No, I wasn't waiting for you. You just surprised me by showing up like this is all. Huh? Luke, you just told me the other day you couldn't wait for Estelle to... Shut up, you dummy! Aw, Luke, you're adorable. Come on now. Give old big sis Estelle a hug. What? Don't say it like that. That sounds weird. Besides, there's something way more important. We need to have a duel right now. Come on, Estelle. Don't you dare get scared and run. What? A duel? Are you for real, kiddo? Look at this fog. You guys need to school and home. You dummy, this fog's why I want a duel now. There'd be a climactic duel in the fog. Isn't that just the coolest? And that's how I know you're both still kids. There's absolutely nothing cool about making the people you love worry. Have you forgotten what happened at the Esmelas Tower? How worried everyone was? I was just like, oh, I didn't visit a tower in Gransel. Oh wait, there's not a tower in Gransel. If you want to be a big man, first you make sure you aren't going to cause anyone to worry by being out. If you can't look after yourself, you definitely can't hope to help anyone else. I think you're old enough to get what I mean, right? Show me you've grown up a bit, at least. Fine, I get it. We'll duel later. Sorry, Estelle. We'll be going home before it gets too dark. Please do, Pat. It's a promise between friends, okay? Okay. Whatever, just don't forget our duel. Of course, of course. Well, We'll have our big final showdown once the fog's cleared. Yes, I promise. These seagulls are standing around too much. No, they're not one of them. Is that Anton? No. This fog is ridiculous. It came out of nowhere. Well, I guess nature is prone to whimsy. Handling that is a part of the job for us in the timber industry. If I were to find Anton, he'd probably be at the landing dock right now. Anything up here for me? Nope. Right, so where do we need to check? Well, we can go to the inn. The Abend Bar to get ourselves some food. Man, the fog out there is crazy. I'm kind of worried now I won't be able to get out of mine. Anyway, I better finish eating and get going. Sure, you do that. Hey, Faulkner. Scherazard? When did you get back? Oh, did you miss me? Well, I figure I'll be dragging in to drink at some point, so see you then. We'll be waiting. As always, she's feared. Faulkner, I understand your plight. Poor Faulkner. Scherazard brought Aina in to drink. I might need to take 2, maybe 3 days off from the store. Yes, yes. Also, I guess they suddenly go like, we need more stock. Bye, bye, bye. It was so clear yesterday. Why the sudden fog? It feels like the trick of some naughty spirit out of a fairy tale. A demon of the mist. Mmm, 3 eyes in my soup. Ah, Estelle. And Cher's with you too? Well, hello, Elisa. You doing alright? It's been a while, Elisa. Hey, you came back from training. I was worried. You hadn't been to visit at all. Oh, it's been kind of hectic. I had to travel about the regions. That's why I'm a bit late on my return. Oh, so you are busy. I thought so. That's right. I heard your training was done in a different country, huh? Oh, that's so cool. Your bracelet sure do get around. Come on, it's not a big deal. It may have been a different nation, but it was just a guild facility. Well, thanks to that, I've definitely had a chance to get a fresh start and really put myself into it. A fresh start, huh? Maybe that skirt is a reflection of your dedication. Ah, you noticed that? Does it look weird? What are you saying? It looks great. It's a very cute design, but it also looks easy to move in. Yes, perfect on you, Estelle. Thanks, Alyssa. I'm sure you have a lot on your mind with what's going on with Joshua, but keep on staying positive. That's the most like you, I think, Estelle. Yeah, I'll do my best. Literally all friends she grew up with, so that's why the massive conversation does. Bon Bouillon. Let's buy one of them. Do I still have enough money? 10 stack crepe. What does that do? Just HP. And spiral noodles, adding some defense. I just need simple spag bowl, but that won't heal me enough anymore, will it? No, sir. Hey, Estelle Scherazard. Been a while. Estelazard at the moment. Yeah, it has. How's business? Great as always. Mornings have been killer. I'm really glad the new dishes Elisa come up with are popular. It's a big help. Anyway, come on by and have a drink once you're off work. He's not scared of her. The barman is, though. Now then, I should get to checking the books. Oh, hello, you two. It really has been some time. Hello, Tabitha. Are you doing well? Yes, decently enough. If you'd like, have something to eat while you're here. The new dish Alyssa come up with has quite the reputation for being delicious. I'd love to have that. I've really been looking forward to trying out her cooking. Can't wait for you to try it. The girl's been wanting to see you for some time now, Estelle. While you enjoy your meal, go and say hi. Actually, I already did. Oh, is that so? Do stop in from time to time, please. You're always welcome, Estelle. There's a book up there. Seems like you're going to be busy, but come by and visit if you get the chance. You're always welcome. What is that book? I wish I could see a title. She mentioned books. We'll have to keep checking back. Right, what haven't I checked out yet? Ah, Estelle, Schera! Hiya, Claire. Have you been a good girl? I'm always a good girl. Oh yeah, Estelle, I heard Joshua's working on his own now, but my killer reporting instincts are telling me that's misinformation, isn't it? He's really fighting some evil organization on his own and you're trying to find him, right? Killer instinct, nothing? How does she do that? Yeah, that's how the story should go. After all, a normal story just wouldn't fit Joshua. Joshua's secretly infiltrating an evil organization's base all on his own. Ah, he's so cool! How does she do that? If I think of streets left, we've got this, then we've got the side street behind the ordnance shop. I wonder, who has Luke taken after to be so unruly? He ran out without even eating breakfast. He even started to learn to use a sword. Ah, and he hasn't improved at all. He's too impatient. I don't think Ashton was such a calm, steadfast boy. Okay then. More books. The fog is still awful today. It seemed like the humidity might hurt my books, so I rushed to get them packed away. In the middle of it all, though, I found something really, really nostalgic. It's a ticket to an old circus performance from 10 years ago. I thought it was a book. I put this inside this book as a memory of my first date with my wife. Man, oh man, the memory Sarah was so pretty back then. Not that she's any less pretty now, mind you. I need these books to read. Yeah, watch it, Bust. You're in trouble. Oh, really? My husband's shuffling his books around again. He has a huge pile of books he just picked up on impulse. If he's going to throw them out, he may as well give them to people so there's not a waste. So here, I'll give this to you. Cool. There we go. It's been a while. Download Jack, Volume 6. We've got ourselves another book. Explore your towns. Find the goodies. So there's this area. And I think that's roughly the rest of the town at this point. Is all in this bottom left section. Then we can go out and explore, honest. Daddy's really busy with work right now. Oh, I haven't seen Daddy in forever. I bet it was so fun too. I want to go back to the farm with Daddy again. My house has been in the mine for 4 days now. This is about when my Anya starts to get a little hard to handle since she wants to see her daddy so much. Maybe it's because she sees him so little, but she adores her father. I'm glad we're a happy family, ultimately, even if Gaton has to be absent so often. Oh my god. All these houses. Fremont, my husband, has been killing himself at work trying to please my father until recently, but now it seems like he's been able to relax his pace and work more comfortably. He's also getting along better with father. That's good to hear. The fact that they've actually got like conversation dialogue that follows on from what we've heard previously as well. That's the family situation, how it's progressed. Estelle, Scherazard, I haven't seen either of you in ages. Have you been well? Pretty much, yeah. We've been busy, needless to say. I heard from Ina. You become a senior bracer, right? That's wonderful. You're really doing a good job. Well, you know, doing what I can. It seems like the Rolent Guild House has been hit hard with personal shortages lately. I hope you can give them the hand they need in your father's absence, Estelle. Estelle, everyone! Listen, Papa's such a meanie. He said I can't go outside today. I told him it's just a little fog, but he won't listen at all. We did promise to meet the guy, There's nothing up there? Okay. At the ornament shop. Because he was in Zeiss, remember? Which is here. Estelle and Scherazard, how's it going? It's been a while. Good to see you well. You too, Freddy. Looks like you finished your training over in Zeiss, huh? Looking forward to seeing what you've learned. Yeah, of course. Just say the word. I'll tune anything you've got to perfection on the techniques I learned over at the central factory. What can we do? What do we want to do right now? What can we get? So we haven't got like EP cut free. We've got action free, but we've already got one of them. No cast free has appeared. I wouldn't say anything new has appeared since what we did in our last location. So that's interesting. Any straight upgrades I can give to someone? Well, attack 2 there on Tida. Mind 2 cast, so I could get mind free. I don't know if that evade is that good. But then there's not really many good green slots as there is, yeah? Defense free would be 1, 2. So it looks like mind free, defense free. Attack free, maybe? Maybe HP up as well. That wouldn't be such a bad idea. So mind free. We're just getting HP free, just for the hell of it. And defense free. We can at least get some other trains of arts going. A little bit of straight power-ups for everyone. Earth Lancer in there. What will that teach you, if anything at all? Will it bust boof your, boof. Yes, boof. It will boof his EP. Doesn't seem to have gained anything, but man, does he have a lot of spells. He's got an endless list. HP free. Gets her Curia. I want to get attack free as well. Why not? Let's power up our little even more. So, Schera, no, Tita. Attack 3, left fort. It's not bad for it to have a stat buff, to be honest. Oh, Estelle, your Scherazard with you too. It's been a while. You seem well, sir. Same as always. Yeah, of course. I'm not going to lose you to you youngsters yet. Freddy's back from his training in Zeiss, after all. If you've got any new model ornaments to tune, leave it to him. I think we've now checked out pretty much the mainstay of town. So what's the length of our quest at the moment? All long? So the ring that flew away seems to be to the north. That's the Galoon Gate. Elise Highway, Milch Main Road. Now, Malga Trail is somewhere completely different. So there's one down towards Elise's house. There's one along the Milch Main Road. The Milch Main Road also leads to the Green Gate. And then one north up the Malga Trail. Oh. Oh yeah, the landing port. If Anton's anywhere, it'd be around here, right? There he is. Man, oh man, I have no idea what to do stopping and rolling like this. I guess I've got to delay my trip to see the Hagen Gate. That's not Anton. It's your budget, Anton. That's real Anton. I put all my hopes, my dreams, my money into this boat trip. Even nature itself conspires against my quest. Nature! Anton, spinning the heavens isn't going to get us anywhere. Let's go to the Bracer Guildhouse for now and talk about where we go from there. We might be able to secure a ground route to Boza if we're lucky. Nature! It's hard to tell in this fog, yeah. Well, he's literally the same, look. He is the same character model. I should have just noticed that he's with a woman instead. That's the thing I should have been looking at. What are you going to call me? Like, Anti-Anton? I don't know. Oh. Actually. There's someone I didn't talk to. The cat lady. How in the heck can she sleep like that in this situation? It's the cat! It's Errol! She's still there in this town, just hanging out by that cat all the time. Well, the Malga Trail is before us. So, we are going, now chapter 4. The Ring. Medium. The current question is most likely north of Rolent. We should search high places for the nest. If you say north of Rolent, it's got to be this, right? High places. Question is how bad the monsters are as well. We've just entered a new area. They are a lot more hardy if they're living up to that attack quite easily. Okay, only the big ones. But then the big ones are big ones. For a reason. For a reason. That's one. So we got one frozen already. Can't hit the small one. We got one more attack in between. Something tells me Olivier will not have the damage to finish it off. He's got enough damage to finish it off. Let's see what kind of experience we get. Are we heading up a trail that we shouldn't be going at yet? Like when I jumped in the Gransel sewers?
We're good to go.
Probably. Alright, actual experience. Estelle's going to level up from one more battle as well by the look of it. Well, let's look for a crow. This is getting higher after all. I got an itch in my nose and it won't go away. How annoying. Flying felines, a winged cat-like monster. I wonder if I can knock this... Oh, never mind. I'm going to say, can I knock this guy closer so that Tita can get the blow up? Well, that's one rocky guy. Take that. I think between everyone else, we should probably be able to get the job done. What? Right, flying guy lived. Can I bomb him? No. That means we're going to take one attack. Or not, because he's focusing power, which means Olivier just has one shot.
Enjoy the show.
Another level up. As Estelle learns True Barrage. Oh. Why does Estelle learn 2 new S-breaks? Where's True Whipping? Where's True Laser of Doom? Alright. Perfected Barrage with fluid motion steals foes' health. So now we got the better version. The more powerful version again. Red Insectors. Sectors kind of sounds like Transformers a bit. When they did that Beast Wars series.
Take that.
If I'm right. Sounds like it, not exactly it. Oh, we got him backed up against the wall. We have True Barrage now. And that's Tita to 100. I guess that's the one other thing we need to do is build up a little bit more CP. Just in case there's some kind of monster waiting for us. Who knows if there's creepy sheepy flying in. Oh, we got haze on, right? So I should be able to dodge through 1 or 2. Well, there's a chest. A reviving bomb. Chest is as empty as you suspected it would be. It's incredibly empty then. Only smallies? I can take them. Oh. That was me trying to accommodate Schera hitting that one for the critical. Now we get 0 attack. Insecticons.
Take that. 99.
Somehow I feel like this isn't north. I mean, it'd be hard for me to see a sparkly at this rate, to be fair. Ah, okay. Ah. Oh. Ah ha ha. Somewhere high up. Ah. Yes. I think I know where we're going. But do I dare do that at chapter start? Rather than later on? That's a bit too much exploration for me. Tier bomb. Inside the chest is emptiness. That's all there is. Eternal and interminable. I think I'm gonna have to fight this guy to get out just in case he comes back at me. So it seems our remaining, or our quest, is to take us all the way up the tower. That is our fate. That is where the crow will be nesting. Most likely, anyway. I just want to use White Gehenna and just nuke them all to death. Well, we're probably going to need this for the tower. Because they will die from that.
99.
I need to upgrade more slots for Olivier. That's what I need to do. Hey, maybe we'll get Shining Palm in there. We've got True Barrage now. He just turned around in time. Look it. No preemptive means we got to be a bit more aggressive this time. That said, that probably will spread them out a little bit too much to be able to get several in there. So what I should go for is the smallies. And hope that I can whip the one on the right. Fair to use arts, you say?
You're feeling lucky.
Was wondering who I should do it with. Should I hard break? Should I do other things? things. Let's get Estelle back up to true barrage. Oh, successful blind attempt. Git. I don't think Tina can hit. I think he's out of my range. Can Olivier?
Take that.
We needed 257, we got 275.
Enjoy the show.
Interesting to think that those numbers basically meant that any order we got, apart from the two... Any order of that numbers we got would have got us to kill. Why do I find that an interesting fact? Bounty be charged. As you open the chest, you realise that coming back for more is probably selfish. You decided we'd leave what remains for others. Except I'd never do that. I mean, I've chopped people's lawns completely for rupees, for goodness sake. I'm sure they thanked me for it in the end. Now, do you think the crow is at the top of the Esmelas Tower? These seem to be optional dungeons, as it were, anyway. I need to charge. Chest empty. Your screams of disappointment resound off its wooden walls. And a monster! Now, war step 5 times 200. Look at my chest and you're a human. Our love can never be. Let it go. I don't want to. Well, that one's definitely one, then. Let's fight this thing first. Just to see what enemies might be in the chest. So we got fly skippers and coral shells. Has an anti-arts shell. Interesting description. What does that mean? I mean, I can only physical is good? Does it reflect spell? I mean, it still has spell weaknesses, so it sounds like maybe it would just have extra art defense. Look at all those criticals. I'm gonna smash many people's pots, yeah?
Oh, are you done already?
So that's a kind of sample of the enemies we might fight. Tito will level up from this next fight. Right, this one has to be a monster in the chest. Don't then. Emerald Talisman! A small spider skitters from one side of the empty chest to the other. It's actually kind of cute. Since we get all the talismans here. Just one guy. And it's so far away as well. Even though we got the preemptive, it's miles away. Well, it's dead now.
Enjoy the show.
Alright, tier levels to 55. This leaves Zin and Olivier as our lowest party members. Poms again, eh? Ah! I got scared by them. I was like, I can't move. Any direction I go, they're gonna get me. But then they're just poms. They shouldn't be scary. They are weak, fluffy things.
Oh, are we done already?
Don't give too much experience. Right, so that seems to be all the areas. So there's just the one way up. Of course, Esmelas Tower was the least difficult or complex in its shape. So I shouldn't really get stuck looking for things, should I? Right at the one on the left then. Tita's got both the ones in the middle. Oh, whatever. Tita! 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 Yeah! Oh, yeah. That's how we do things.
Scary.
Chess for all as Olivier gets close to another level. 55's coming up for him. I can't go that way. Not really many enemies in this area, to be honest. Quite a bit less than one would expect. think Tita's cannon does quite well on these guys' shells, to be fair. Compared to Estelle's wacky wacky.
Take that.
We've really spec'd Olivier to be very weak physically. Oh my goodness. Just the exploration and fighting you wanted?
Oh, are we done already?
And there's all the passes to explore too. They're about to get a bit more experience, to be fair. Is there no treasure chests around the side? I'm just clearing out the enemies because there's so few of them to find out where I've been last. Everyone's got CP. We know at least floor 4 or 5 will have chest monsters though, so that won't be too bad. Right, actually, that's a good idea. Time to figure out what an anti-arts shell means. Okay. Arts. It's a reflect. Okay. We'll have to remember this in case we need to AoE any. That's where the trouble could begin. Luckily, Olivier was about to level up, if I remember correctly.
Take that.
Anti-arts doesn't necessarily mean reflect. When we've heard reflect before, it has reflected. So it's a major difference.
Kiseki!
Olivier, you getting your HP back now? Need one more battle, do you? Alright, better get in one random battle before we chest monster with you. Found mighty juice! Sorry, I'm empty. Simple, to the point. I understand that. Too bad there's no map in here. So I think we've explored all the way around the edge, so there's still just one way up. Only one way to go. Even going back that way gets you no chests. No chests. Life is done. Right, up we go. Floor 4. That is back. Good. Everything's too far away again. We'll get you level up now, Olivier, eh? Get your HP back after testing the anti-art shell. It's interesting, though, that even with the anti-art shell, that Tita's cannon does have some kind of special behind-the-scenes effect that seemingly does a bit more damage than the others against such a foe.
Oh, are we done already?
Oh, what? Guess there's only one monster. So close to leveling up, but not. I just want to do a whirlwind. Well, I should save that CP in case a shining palm appears. Job done. Now you can level up.
We did it!
How much did it close to the others? So about 700 for Estelle. Not far for Schera. And yeah, quite far for the others. 55, not bad. Where did I come up again? Well, that's the way up. Unless there's two ways up, because that's what there could be here. I think that's its butt. Not enough for a one shot. If I can knock that to somewhere that maybe she can hit all three. Nope, not close enough. That would have been best. You know what? Why not? Been a long time since we've done it. It's on a crit, so it's obviously going to clean up quite nicely. Two 200 CP people for chest monsters now.
Seems you came up short.
I think there's a crow monster at the top, but do you think this is medium just because you have to go through the entire Esmelas Tower first? Ooh. Just managed to maneuver myself then. Okay. I don't have any way of getting these guys together. Oh, well, that one's stone, so... Olivier doesn't have enough damage to kill that one, but with that one stone, he does extra damage, which will total a total kill. Easy way. The sipping time, is it?
We're good to go.
I mean, I can't begrudge getting all this Sepip fiber. Alright, so every monster is defeated round the ring. There doesn't seem to be a chest anywhere, does there? That's where we came up. We went that way, found no chest this way. Just one way up. Oh, what the hell? Okay, there's guys here. I didn't see them. I was doing a quick re-scout in case I missed a treasure chest or something, but maybe I have. Maybe there is one at this pond corner. What? You didn't kill it? Schera's lacking on the physical damage now. All the crits again!
Enjoy the show.
Well, the fog is gone, but Sam still can't see. And I'm glad the fog doesn't interrupt us too much. Okay, is this a monster chest? It is! Okay. Must remember, in the back there... is a spell-reflective bloke. Right, that's far enough away that I can attack. They're immune to wind, which is exactly the art I want to use, you know. Alright, how are we dealing with this? I'm just worried about this guy coming in randomly into the circle. I want to attack with arts. Do I just accept that I'm going to get damaged? Or do I go with a single target? Oh, let's go with a smaller one. Oh man, it's ages till I get to go. Okay. Didn't think that was going to be a thing. Well, who's going to go before everyone else? That's the question. I think we're going before any spell comes out.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Okay, we've blinded one guy. We're still quite far away. Here comes all the arts. Do you think we'll get any kills? Oh, Pom fled. That's no damage whatsoever. Uh-oh. That means White Gehenna's probably not going to do too much. Okay, how do we stop all this? Or do I just make other nukes happen? Probably not a bad call. I don't need to hit that guy. This should be out of range. It's not enough. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's not what I expected.
Show you the true essence of beauty.
Right, well, that's 2 spells gone. Interesting that you're so arch dodging there. Hey, hey, hey! Ow! You can't just fly me away. So is it just that spell that wasn't very strong, or was it all spells against these guys? All spells! That's interesting. Either way, we succeed.
We did it!
That tornado was going to take me to the Hidden Oz level, Hidden Cow level, or something like that, yeah. Schera levels up. And she learns Sadist Whip too. Wait, she didn't learn True Sadist Whip. As we get the Gypsy Queen. The chest looks sad and deflated now that you've taken all that stuff. That was... Sadist Whip is her break, isn't it? Envelops an enemy in a wicked whipping storm. Still just that. So she's learned her special to an upgraded version. That's cool, but not true. Why are Joshua and Estelle getting true? That's the thing that interests me. Alright, we do have someone with Latia. It's annoying that they were so spell resisting. Right, now I've explored all this floor. There's one way up there. Okay, 2 separate ways up. What more chest monsters will we fight? Ideally, we want Olivier to get... Oh. To get more CP, is what I was going to say. I was expecting Estelle to, of course, get that first hit. At least this way we can get him some more CP. Take that. It's just not enough to get a kill. That's a lot of missing, so I guess the bombs are a bit more dodgy than we thought. But I wouldn't want to get lifted up by 3 of those spells, because that's going to be like 2,400 worth of damage. We can survive it, so I don't have to panic. But all the same, right? A diamond staff has been found. As you open the box again, you figure out what it would be like if you lived inside it, like a little house. It'd be cramped but quaint. So we've just bought ourselves a new weapon, not barely an hour ago. Now we have a better version of it. 20 damage better. Tremendously flashy staff with diamond-studded grip. Somehow I feel like that would hurt your hands. Maybe that's just me. So yes, small waste of money. I guess we can do. Oh, we can sell it again after all. That's the JRPG way, yeah, it is. Okay, one of these is going to be a chest monster. One of these chests is not like the others. One of these chests has a shield 4 in. The problem with shield 4, it does give a lot of wind elements, sure. Shield 4 gives 7, but it does put my ATS stat down 7%. It seems like it's adding some new spells, so let's see what it added. Aerial, Airstrike, Lightning, Plasma Wave. I don't think it really added anything, really. This is why I prefer the other one. He's got Evade 3. So if we give him Shield 4, will he gain any new spells? He does. And then his ATS gets cut by... how much? 24. What did he gain, if anything? I can't really see anything new apart from the Sylvan Wing and Sylpharion. Interestingly, it is a 2-slot gem as well. I mean, that would be something for like someone like Tita, wouldn't it? than someone else. Make her a super arts tank. Duende slippers. I didn't even check. You might look at this chest and think it's empty, but that's just negative thinking. Have a see this baby and marvel at the amazing air inside. Find the greatest treasure of all. Friendship. That we have. The shield. I'm not so sure I like the shield gems that much. Duende slippers. Women only. Fin dancing shoes. Heightens the user's mental abilities. ATS plus 100. ADF down 30. Okay. Maybe we could cancel out the thingy with that. It's a big boost. You could look at it putting on her and getting her the extra spell, maybe. It's definitely like one spell. You'd have a ton of ADF though. Maybe we'll look at it as a trade now. I'm pretty sure all that got me was lightning and plasma wave. Oh well, better than nothing, I guess. Right, over to more. Oh, I didn't get back for the preemptive in time. You wear shoes for extra stealth stats. Sneakers. Oh, come on. Chest monster.
Seems you came up short.
How far are we from level now? Estelle is about 400. These are the marks we want to stay on. Oh, look. Is there a bird in that tree? Like, legit. I'm saving too much now. Well, no. Which is what I suspected, but no. Let's go to the very top, see if there's a nest. Anyone see a nest anywhere? This is where I thought I'd find the ring. Hey! Get away from that! Found the silver ring! A ring? Why would something like this be here? About that bird just now. That was a crow, I believe. Maybe. It sure looked like one, but what does... Oh, isn't that arm answering? It's very, very likely. Let's head back and report. Right. And that's why it's medium quest, just because you've got to go through the entire tower to get it. Oh, stop doing that. Throw me in and out like that. Right, it looks... You could see my soul be destroyed by your sneaker joke, could you? S-O-L-E soul. Wordplay puns. That was soul destroying, yes. Help, help! The dads are in my chat again. Save me! Say something young and fresh. What do the kids these days say? Oh, that's a gap. And so Estelle plummeted off the edge. Never to be seen again. The end. Sam is abridging your jokes. That's how much of a glance I can take back and forth between game and not. That's actually what you're seeing in there. Not necessarily trying to abridge the jokes. Dab on the haters. I will never dab. No, thank you. It's just thinking about it makes me go, Shall I bother going to the Malga mine, or will I be sent there in due time? These are my questions. What's the answer on this one? Oh, they're actually going to get me. Got to maintain my self-respect somehow. We've got the ring. We just need to take that back now that we've done the actual quest. Wait, she missed? I didn't even notice. What?
Kiseki!
I wonder if hit rates are messed up because of the mist. That'd be interesting. That's a thought. They have a hit rate debuff on you for this chapter. Hey! the sun now shows a lovely face to us. I guess as far as the fog goes, it kind of just ends though. So along the Malga Trail, the fog goes all the way to 140 sail out from the city. Not only does the fog extend halfway up the blasted mountain, but there are monsters everywhere. This is bad. Yeah, I don't even remember it being this bad. Let's hurry and check the other roads so we can report to Aina. And most importantly, we ended up doing main quest while we came out all this way. That's not bad. This is where we got the Sepith mushroom, or the Sepith-like one, wasn't it? We learned about the fact that it could attract things. From here. Deer bomb! I hate to tell you this, but you've already cleaned this one out. I know. But now I feel like, unlike the first game, we've gotten the ribbon for reading them all. And the chat really likes it, so I can't not read them now. I still skip every so often, because of course there is repetitive dialogue, but still. How am I to know what they are? Alright, so the fog comes out of here. You're not going to let me through, are you? Hey, this place is way back, right? Sorry, but the mine's off limits and on minus. Sorry, but I'll have to ask you to leave. But there was a whole wall that collapsed and there was monsters in there and we never got to see. Such a meanie. Onwards to mail. Onwards. You get to hear that if you sub. You get to hear it every time. Right, let's move onwards. I can't be shouting like that repeatedly during my session, Scott. My voice would die in 2 seconds. I've got to manage this thing. I was voicing some Phoenix Wright, and there's a bit in that would make my voice like instantly start dying again. Some places you just can't go. Crop Muncher's using arts. We must stop him. We have explosions. Smoke ones. Wow. 15% EP. Oh no. I'm like 15% impede. Worked really well. Oh, wait a second. I petrified him. That would also work. Which one's next, you? Actually, they're all next, really. Well, Mr. Rocky over there is down. As soon as we get one whipping.
Seems you came up short.
Still, those guys give a lot of experience, though. Quite happy about that. This feels like being in the New Gransel sewers again, in a sense. All the eastern ones. Just getting some experience before we actually do the story proper. But we found out what's going on that path. I guess we should go to home path now? Oh, I haven't given the ring yet. That'd be a good idea to start it off. Oh, that's a wonderful evening during the birthday celebration. Ellie, every time I see your face, the emotions from that night come flooding back. We gaze at each other underneath the lights of the stars and the fireworks. I put my dedication into words and conveyed them to you. They're still at it. You're back. Did you find our ring? We found a ring that matches your description at least. We'll need to have you identify it for us. Yep, we just need you to confirm if it's yours or not. Armand, could you take a look at this ring? Sure, I don't know. Ah! That's the ring! That's the ring! That's it! That's our engagement ring! Seriously? Seriously? You sure? Yes, I'm absolutely sure. I cannot thank you enough for your kindness. Good to hear. Makes it all worthwhile. A job well done. I certainly never dreamed the request would take us where we ended up, though. Phew, man. Yeah, I never thought we'd find your ring on the roof of the tower. Here, let me give it back to you before it ends up lost again. Handing over the silver ring. Thank you. I don't even know how to express how I feel right now. We never lost our faith in you. Thank you so, so much. Not at all. I'm glad we could help. Your wedding isn't too far from now, is it? Best wishes. Thank you. Goodness, it's a little embarrassing to hear it said out loud. Don't be embarrassed, my love, for no other love has received a stronger blessing. We still have a lifetime of well wishes ahead of us. Armand, Ellie. Oh, they're off in their own little world. You know what they say, love is blind. Anyway, it'd be rude to interrupt them, so let's excuse ourselves. Yes, good idea. Let's go, go, go. Well, partners, lovebirds. The ring that flew away is complete. Let's not get that dark about that. I won't even repeat that. That's dark, man. Right. The ring that flew away is completed. 4 BP gained, 5,000 mirror. We're getting some cash again. I call this a job well done. Let me know if you finish any more requests on the border, right? So what do we still have left then? Well, we have one essentially down that road. The Milch Main Road monster is on that path. Should we finally go to Estelle's house, maybe? Or do we want to check the other way first? The thing is not knowing when the game's going to lock you out of going a certain way or an area. Maybe I should get Zin into the party now. He's the lowest level bloke. But the house is just here. It's right here. And there's all the memories that's contained in that house, which I'm not sure is all that good for Estelle. To be honest, we should have everyone come to this house as the HQ and not in the guild headquarters upstairs. Doesn't look like much fog's got here yet. Wow, is this your house, Estelle? Ah, a place of refined tastes. Cassius Bright, you do not disappoint. You really think so? Thanks. Well, anyway, I can fix everyone some tea or something at least. Come on inside. I'll handle making the tea. You head on up to the room upstairs. Why? Look up, Estelle. Oh. Oh, right. The house is going to get pretty damp in this fog. Are you sure that's why? It looks like it's been entered. Did you leave that open? Who left it open? What? Have you not had a robbery? It's always relaxing to get back home. I kind of wonder how much of that is because we're out in that fog, though. That's part of it, I'm sure. If I may, Schera, you stride through this home with a familiarity equal to that of it being your own. Of course I do. I've known this house for a long time. A very long time. Yeah, you've been coming over since Mum was alive, so that's over 10 years. Wow, it has been a while. About that, give or take a few grey hairs. Schera, you were in a circus troupe, right? How did you meet Estelle? Well, you see... Wait, Schera, you don't need to... It's fine. It's an old story. It would have been about 12 years ago now. Our troupe had come to Rolent to perform. Estelle at that point was even more fearless and curious than she is now. After one of our shows, she strode into our tents with purpose. The purpose of playing. Circus troupes usually get met with some suspicion by residents of a town outside of performances, you see. As a result, we weren't really sure what to do at first with this girl who came to visit us. But, you see, Estelle wasn't exactly a timid girl. She kept coming over every day, and everyone came to really love her. Myself especially, of course. One day, Estelle didn't want to go home until long after the sun had set. Since there wasn't any other choice, I ended up being the one who took her home. That's the day I met Cassius and Lena. Pun. Lena is Estelle's late mother. Familiar story in a way, to be certain. Estelle, you're incredible. Well, I don't really remember that much of it since I was like 4 back then, but I do remember Schera would come by our house anytime the circus was in town after that. That's right. Must have been some confusion though, Schera. From the sound of it, your life in the circus was a happy one. What led you to La Belle and service as a bracer? You could say a lot happened. 8 years ago, when I decided I wanted to be a bracer, I came to La Belle to ask Cassius for help. I've been in La Belle ever since. I see. Oh, I was curious. Was, Joshua here back then? Oh, no. Joshua came to live with us 3 years after all that. Actually, he showed up when you were in Grantsville during your junior bracer tour, didn't he? That he did. I wanted La Belle, spreading goodwill and flowers as a bracer does, and returned home to find a boy I'd never seen living with Cassius and Estelle. To say it was a bit of a shock would be an understatement. Estelle and the others enjoyed some small talk as the morning sun tried to pierce the mist. Finally, with a little tea for the road, they left the bright house. What was going on? Why was that open? Did we really leave it open? Were we that dumb when we went off and didn't shut it? That's a bit weird. Oh, we can just rest here. We can rest in either bed. No, really nothing? Oh, okay then. Who opened it? It's been raining since then, and must have been a fair bit of time that's passed after all. Well, that was a lapse in concentration. Hey, I bet I can fish here. In your own backyard. Got him. A rock eater. Earth Sepith times 50. I'll take that. Alright, it's a fishing spot there. We've got to do a quest for fishing spots after all as well once we reach the Green Gate. The question is, I don't know which direction that's in. I think it would be in this direction, right? Is it down the Elise Highway? Yes. So we got a quest down this way too. Got a monster on the road, so 2 of our quests are this way. Plus we've got the forest. Do we go into that yet? That's the question. Do we explore it? Is it optional? Is it somewhere we need to go? Is it somewhere we need to go later? Ah, the fog ends here, it seems. So along the Elise Highway, the fog clears roughly 60 south from the city. There doesn't seem to be any monsters in the fog either, so ensuring people's safety shouldn't be difficult. Yeah, hopefully. Now we just need to check the Milch Main Road. Well, if anything, all signs right now point to the sewer system. That is the evil thing that could have blown me up at the very start of the game. I remember you, pine plant. Don't think I don't. How are we gonna deal with this? At least knock him back a little bit. We have Firebolt X. Looks like that'll come out on a critical too. Now, how far forward do I have to move to launch that? Not in explosion range, that's good. I think things are weak to fire here. Wait, what? You explode different now? A puddle of poison?
Enjoy the show.
So do I have to be out of the range of that puddle? Did level that? That's a question. There's some tiny ciders. Oh, there's a red chest. I guess I'll try to get you out of my way first. Oh, like a horrible group of enemies right now, doesn't it? Monster living deep within forest. Its thick armored hide gives it great defense. We want to use spells on it. Rhino Cider. I was hoping we'd knock it back. Fell completely of that. Alright, so I want to hit that one first. Well, that'll definitely kill that guy. Let's start nuking the other guy. We've got a lot of damage on it now. Yeah, that's animation change is very curious. That's what I'll put it as. I can hit with the Spiral Flare there. Maybe I just want to hit with Firebolt X then. I think it'll be the normal explosion range. I don't think it'll be longer than that. But it's just probably good to just keep my distance anyway. Let's put it that way, right? Let's keep my distance. No need to go near it if I don't have to. And I've got lots of spell power on those two. So we should be able to break through them at will. Oh my god, how many times have I started saving since we've come along here? Well, chest monsters. Nope, we found a mute. Looking deep in the back of the chest, you see a tiny handwritten note you didn't notice previously. It reads, "Please do not take again." Sure, I'll try not to. Right,